Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you most deliciously well. I look like a lobster at the moment, my delicious little babies, okay? Because I've just been making the most of the old sunshine, you know what I mean? No sunshades, no lotion, just being who I am now then. Anyway, what do we do? 3, 2, 1, my cheers, little lights. Thank you, little lights, you're delicious and bright. Right now then, my delicious little babies. So it is 11:15 in the evening in our old England. My delicious little baby's just got to straighten my hair. I used to say another word, but I try my best not to say it now because actually, there we are, it flipping comes true, you know what I mean? Anyway, got the old chandeliers on, you know what I mean, my delicious little babies. So what do I want to show you? And just let you know, the weather has been most delicious. You know, not a lot of sun, but it's been rather sunny. Okay, we shouldn't even have to say this, but the reason why I'm doing it is because I pointed out to my beautiful dear little friend Kaz, because she came to see me today, and I said, "Take a look up at the sky. What can you see?" There was feathers, there were lines, and it sort of looked like a span. They seem to do, there we are, a lot of that. It's like somebody's span, and they can get the lines just correct now then, isn't it? So let me just show you. So I've got go-karts. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, this little go-kart I seem to be going through like nobody's business, you know what I mean? So what it is, I've got, oh, bless, a beautiful little chim from up the road. She comes down the road, you know what I mean? She likes to come and chill. There we are. She loves to come and chill here. You know what I mean? She sprawls herself out on my bed. And then sometimes she'll go on the floor. She'll just sprawl herself out. You know what I mean? Just to cool off, you know? Not that I'm doing anything, Martin, babies, because I'm not doing anything. Anyway. And, but now it seems that she's got her, who also comes, who's Ginger. Now, what it is, my delicious little babies, well, it's been coming up on my feed. I haven't got the information for you right now, okay? I just need to get this, there we are. I just need to get this out. That, like, you've got Jamaican, you've got Ugandan, you've got a different, but you've got a different nationality, very similar, but they call them blonde. They're not blonde. Myself and my beautiful, delicious, dear little friend Kaz. We were talking about this. They're not blonde. They're ginger. Okay. So it makes one wonder where, there we are, the ginger comes from. Because my sister, that doesn't mean no, my biological sister from my mummy and daddy now, got full protection there, sending a warning. Well, she has auburn hair. We're only 18, there we are, 18 months apart. And she has auburn hair. Some would call ginger, some would call auburn, because ginger is ginger. It's very vibrant and light. But then you have auburn, which is slightly darker. But nevertheless, there we are, they can have damn flipping rank tempers now. You see what I mean? And I experienced this with my younger sister. If you seen her, you would look at her and say, you know what? Nothing can pop her hole. Sorry, Martin. So it just made me say that. Meaning that she talks so posh. There we are. And so, oh, la-di-da. Like her own shart doesn't stink. You know what I mean? But when we were young, we both, there we are, came from the same crop. Do you see what I mean, Martin? By the sky. So it's just amazing when one wants to go, your love is lifting me higher. So what do you do? There we are. What do you do? So in order to, let's just say, be a product of your better self, you know, you aim high. What's that song? Is it a Diana Ross and a Marvin Gaye? There we are. What's that one? Ain't no mountain high enough. Yeah. So you actually see how, there we are, how a life goes now then, and how life can change those who would, there we are, otherwise be our definition of normal, whatever normal is, into something, there we are, completely different. You see, my delicious babies. Now, I was having a lovely conversation with my dear little Kaz. Oh, bless. We had a lovely time, you know. I made some salmon patties, remember the fish. And, we even talked about, what is it, caviar. Now, I've only ever tried a tiny bit once, there we are, in my life. I never liked it. I thought, take it away from my damn mouth now because I don't want it. Okay? But there are many in the world who I'm going to share this. Who will take the caviar, my delicious, there we are, little babies. Do you see tonight? What, fish's eggs? And then they put them in green. What is that, a bit of seaweed or something? I don't know. Oh yeah, just makes one wonder, doesn't it, my delicious babies? I love the seaweed, minus the fish eggs, because that's all it is, my delicious babies. But of course, in certain cultures, there we are, it is, let's just say, a delicacy. Just like in other countries, you could have beef, you could have lamb, you know. Like in our country, in old England, you know, you have, let's just say, you know, lamb to the slaughter. Bless the beautiful, dear little souls. You have a lamb to the slaughter. Me personally, I've never liked lamb. It's not my poison. There we are. You know what I mean, my babies? Yes. And for others, it could be beef. There we are. I haven't eaten meat for years. I actually used to feel bad when there we are. I used to feel bad when I was eating it, and that's what told me not to eat it. But I have nothing against anybody else, and I have no problem handling meat. But it's just that I look at where they were going, you know, at their time of where their lives were, there we are, were ending. Okay, so any farmer can turn around and say, they can say, well, we do it in a nice way. Do you do it in a nice way? Got nothing across my shoulders. That's all I'm saying. So really, we have been brought from decades ago not thousands of years. Every time I hear on different videos, thousands of years. It's not thousands of years. Why don't you, there we are, shut the effing hell up now then. Get on your back and F off nicely now. There we are, very nicely, because it's not thousands of years. I've got nothing across my shoulders, and I would regard myself, there we are, as a very, very, there we are, good reader. There we are. This is not thousands of years. What is the flipping nonsense now? What is coming out? So they're saying thousands of years with our archaeology, thousands of years with the pyramids, 1,000 years with to do with fish and to do with poultry, to do with whatever a damn well else now then. I do not mean that disrespectfully. No. They've been, there we are, brainwashed, man. So if we're going to look at it, you're probably looking at, give or take, there we are. I'd say about 3-4 years, there we are, at the maximum. No more than that. There we are. There we are. But these believe in this shit now. And I will say that shit. Because that is what it is. It come through this and it end up out the backside now. Do you see? And why I just show you this now. My beautiful dear little friend Kaz, bless her, years ago, we known each other, 14 years? Yes? And she knew I loved the Godfather. And she bought me the box set. And she knew I love the Rocky films with Sylvester Stallone. And she bought me the box set. And each time it was for my birthday. Okay, birthday in the fake Crimber. But anyway, she bought it me, bless her. And she managed to get a really good deal, you know what I mean? But the Godfather and my beautiful dear little Nana, I love my beautiful dear little Nanny and Grandad Sir. I've already wished them good night. I was shocked to high heaven. And it took me till I was about, how old was I? Must have been about 40. Only to be told that my beautiful dear little Nana, her favourite box set, and she was bought it by her beautiful dear little surrogate daughter, okay? The Godfather, the whole box set. So how could that be when I never knew that at the time? And my beautiful dear little Nana Bear, once again, how I love her, sir. She passed away at 90 and a half, which she should never have done. And I'll never forgive that. Ever. Because I know what, there we are, what they were damn well doing. And I was trying to prevent it. But the social workers, they were trying to help me. But it was her bloody family, her own bloody damn well daughter, my beautiful dear little Nana Bear's flipping daughter, who I could not stand, right, to go against, there we are, my grain. When the social workers, there we are, wanted my beautiful dear little Nana, there we are, to come to myself. Jeez, man. Anyway, I'm not going to keep going on. But what my beautiful dear little Nana Bear was talking about, yeah, because I went through it with my beautiful dear little Nana Bear in the hospital, and she put your head on my shoulder. And that's what she did. She said, what are we going to do, Carl? What are we going to do, Carla? I said, I just do not know. Dear Nana, try being in that damn situation. with somebody who I love to my heart. Let me just calm it. What my beautiful dear little Nana Bear said was, and this is why I was so shocked. She said, you need to watch the film from the beginning, there we are, to the end, to understand the story. There we are, to understand the story. Okay, and I was shocked to high heaven. I never thought in a million years that my beautiful dear little Nana Bear keep a handle on it. I've been clocking it a long time. Right? I never thought in a million years that my beautiful dear little Nana Bear was, do you know what I mean? Because she was so, how can I explain it? She was such a lady. There we are. She never drank, never smoked. She, oh my life, never swore. You know, she did everything, you know, that basically, you know, she's so sweet and quiet and beautiful and wonderful. So for her to raise a voice, it was like, flip me. You know what I mean? Then you know there we are, to listen. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? But for myself, I haven't followed that path. And then she used to spend a laugh. Oh, bless the beautiful dear little soul. I love her to my heart. But you know what she used to say to me, Mads, little baby? She used to say, you know what? You know, when you look at the other granddaughters, you know, you've got like a flipping headmistress, you got flipping whatever she's, a flipping solicitor, you got a flipping, you know, in business, you know what I mean? And she looked at myself like I was, I do not believe she meant to, but it's like because of the programming, do you see what I mean? Yeah, I would come and decorate, there we are, decorate a home. You see what I mean? And she said, well, I want to give you, I said, I don't want anything. And that's when my eldest baby was crawling. She was crawling on the floor and I'd be there decorating. Do you see what I mean? She said, well, I want to give you, I said, I don't want anything for it. She's my nana, for goodness sake. But she turned around, she said, no, she said, okay, please buy something for yourself and please buy something for baby. There we are. That's what she said. But buy something for yourself and buy something for baby. You see, my beautiful dear little Nana was not your kind of dear lady now, and I will call her a lady. She wasn't the kind of dear lady where, let's just say, you know, there'd be no debt with her. Do you see what I mean? She just, there we are, just got on with it. Do you see what I mean? Okay? But she made sure that her life was, there we are, clean. Do you understand what I mean? But she never put up with shit. Do you see what I'm saying? That may be one of the reasons, Mads, little baby, so we are, why she lived as long as what she did, because she never put up with the shit. If you look at the Japanese, if you look at the Chinese, where they can live till they're 100 and whatever, because they don't put up with the shit. Do you see what I mean, Mads, babies? Then I heard today, I was really sad about this. Then I heard today, Mads, babies, that not only, you know, what I've talked about, where I was born, our lovely Dudley Road Hospital, because it'll never be City Hospital to myself, Mads, babies, right? That the church opposite, that I was not long talking about on one of my videos, well, that I've been, you know, very sadly, you know, to many services, okay? Well, that's gone. And then the pub next door, probably where some would go to, but who I knew, you know what I mean? They had a special place where they used to go, and, there we are. There was plenty of change that cross hands now. Do you understand? There we are. Do you see what I mean, Mardish Baby Sky? They just all went somewhere else, okay? They went to their place where they went. And, they could do what they wanted to do. They could put the family on a big screen and share the laugh that, you know, just to share, there we are, memories. Okay, my babies. But if you look at it, you had hospital directly opposite. You had church right next door to it, pub. There we are. Do you follow me, my babies? Well, apparently that's all gone. They're all houses. My babies, and who are the housing? They're housing ones who have come from, there we are, countries who have been, there we are, bombed. That's not what my dear little friend Kaz said, okay? It's only what, we were talking about, okay? But, well, it's not catering for ourselves. So I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. I'm just saying that we got thousands, there we are, on our lists who are not getting no help. I spoke to one dear woman now this morning. Madden, babes, I was on the bus. I was talking to one dear woman. Okay, well, actually, I'm not going to say I was on the bus, but I spoke to her off the bus because there we are, because they're watching everything. Okay, they still got the sparks. Okay, so I cannot say that. So that would be a lie for me to say that. Okay, it's somebody who I spoke to somewhere else. Now, this dear woman, only from, I can only call her dear. I cannot say anything else, and I never would I ever say anything else. But she lost a job through redundantment, being redundant. She went to job centre. She told me. She went to a job centre, and they said, well, here's your, you pay 45. We cannot help you. Guess what she was living on, Martinish, baby? You're never going to believe this when I tell you. No joke, swear down. £11 a week. 11 kaching a week. And when she told me that, it hurt my heart, There we are. It hurt my heart to my heart. And I said, I wish that you would have lived nearer to myself. I said, I would have cooked you, there we are, some meals. It hurt me to my damn heart, man. And this is the country that we're living in. And this is a dear woman who's excellent, there we are, at flipping mathematics, which I'm crap at, by the way, about it. Okay. Anyway, I'm not bothered about it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm good at, there we are, mathematics where I need to use it. Do you see what I mean, Martin? Babies, okay? So I know, there we are, where I've got to use it. But that dear woman, no. And I said to her, I said, do you live on your own? She said, no, I live with my husband. But he had to come out of his job. They're in their, I'd say, late 50s. He had to come out of his job to look after his dear mum, who's poorly, so that he's on carer's allowance. Look at that, marvelous babies. Do you see what I mean? That's in our country. And then, of course, you can understand there we are, the frustration when ones are coming over getting dog and bones, you know what I mean, over and out, right? Getting hotels, having, there we are, gourmet meals and chefs and cleaners doing everything for them. And I'm still going to say on our road, I believe, there we are, something else is happening, right? And the reason why I'm saying it is because, let me tell you, like I said, yes, I'm not going to change my view. I don't like the saying, but I'm going to say they live like hillbilly tramps, man. That is, there we are, how they live, isn't it? Well, we do not live like this over here. Okay, you're going to get, like your, which we've had for decades, Martish babes. Like, how can I explain it? Like, they're a little bit like Steptoe and Son. They've probably got about 2 or 3 old-fashioned cars out the front, you know what I mean? They do a few mechanics and everything, some old net curtains and that. Yes, that's gone on for flipping decades. There's no change there, Martish babies. No, 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 no. Okay? So, how rocks and rolls. But if you talk to them, there we are, to your birth race, they're actually decent man and woman. It's just that they just live a slightly different life. But what I'm seeing on our road is where you got the hillbilly tramps now then, who don't know how, there we are, do not know how to live, isn't it? They do not want to, there we are, integrate with anybody. They do not want to. It's like they're here for a certain time. They let the grass grow this high. And there's another number of properties. And I do know one up the road there now then. There's a Chinese man. I remember being told that years ago. And he's had that flat up there for flipping years now then. He's got a camera at the front. But he hasn't lived there for years. He's never rented it out, no nothing now. And I know about another couple. White and Chinese. And then, just as I'm saying, there we are. Yes, yes. Well, I'm done telling you, my delicious babies, Kai. What's the reason, the point to what I'm saying? We want their damn ring, there we are, off the road. Nobody needs to be spied on. There we are. Nobody needs to be treated like shit. Nobody needs to feel in their own country that they're a piece of shit. They bring the road down, man. And the thing is, I've never seen them to the birth race. If I'd have seen them to the birth race, my babies, I would have maybe mentioned, there we are, about the grass, how high it's growing. And I would have no problem with grass growing. Just don't take the pea now then. And then for them to live like hillbilly now then, isn't it? Maybe, there we are, I could educate them, there we are, better. You see what I mean? But let me tell you, because I live on the ground floor, if let me tell, I feel sorry for your man there now then, or woman who's living above, because I wouldn't put up with that shit. I'll be done telling them. There we are. I'll be done telling them how to live, because they ain't going to bring my flat down. Do you see what I mean, Martin? Now, some out there would say, well, just live and let live. Yeah, live and let live. No, I've lived here for 9.5 years, right? And it used to be a beautiful, there we are, clean and tidy road. Now you've got others who move on the road now then, and they don't know the word how to behave, there we are, accordingly. They do not know this language. So there seems to be a very fast turnaround, especially with that flat over there. So they're only here, there we are, for a short time. Then it appears they moved in, then somebody else moved in now, isn't it? There's also another flat across the way from ourselves. That's a bit iffy, actually. There we are. Okay, I'm not too sure what's going on there. But what I did, I took it upon myself this evening. I've never done that before, but it's like there we are, my dear spirit guards were telling me, go and park your seat out the front. You know what I mean? And go and sit and just watch. There we are. And that is what I did for a time. I did what I needed to do, and then I come back in. I know what I did. There we are. Okay. So I'm trying to keep myself, there we are, on the ball with what's going on. Now, to yourselves, my dish babies, I'm not talking about you beautiful dear little selves who watch me regularly. And thank you for any views, for any likes, for any comments, the occasional comments. But Thank you so very much. How lovely. So, no, I'm talking about the ones who, you know, they could even be watching me from somewhere else, but it's not going to come up, there we are, as a lark. Okay? I'm talking to, there we are, to yourselves. So you may look at myself like I'm flipping a header. That's an old-fashioned Irish saying, like I'm a header. Like I'm as mad as a flipping hat. No, I'm not. I know exactly, and that doesn't mean yes, I know exactly what's, there we are, what's going on here. Okay? But if I look at this, and you look at the box set to the, what's it, should we just say? Well, there we are, they're coming to the end. And just to let you know, when I was talking to my dear little friend, dear little Kaz in the back garden, so when I said yesterday on my video, right, that I seen 3 hearts, well, I even got my dear little friend Kaz, bless her dear little soul, to look up to the sky, and I said, what can you see? 1 3 went past, and number 3, like these inflatable, you know, balloon things. And then another 3. And she went, oh, yes, I see it clearly now. Yeah, she's seen it herself. So it wasn't a figment of my imagination, because she's seen it for her damn self. My dear little beautiful little friend Kaz, there we are, she's seen it for her damn self. 2 3s. And I said, well, a couple of days ago you had 3 hearts, so that comes to 9. So what is the completion? So what I want to know, and that's why I've done the video this evening. I was going to leave it till tomorrow, but I'm not going to, because I'm not going to rest. So what you're saying, 9 is completion to whoever you may be. So what's your completion? There we are. Bring it on, isn't it? Bring it on. There we are. There we are. Do it good. Do it good. Bring it on. Don't threaten me now, isn't it? Never do that. Because let me tell you, there we are. There we are. Before I even say it, for what I do, there we are. You're going to wish you'd never been born. There we are. You're going to wish you never, there we are. And you know, I never ever, very rarely ever see my beautiful dear little mama bear. Hi, let me say, she's right in front of me. So I got my beautiful, there we are, beautiful dear little mama bear. There we go. My beautiful dear little nanny and granddad, okay? There we go. How I love you so, okay? So bring it on, what you're going to do, you little fox. Don't fuck with myself. Because guess what's going to happen now? Yeah, you're going to get, there we are, what did I duck give you? And every time you do, it's going to slow down your process, isn't it? What you put out into the world, you dirty little fuckers, man. And you put this AI and you put any other shit, and you think that we're going to take it, isn't it? No, we're not. So don't fucking send your fucking threats and your fucking plane, because my beautiful dear little friend Kaz seen it as well. That wasn't a normal plane that went over. No, it wasn't. It had a double, it was different. Right? So don't think that you can fucking fool me now, or you can fucking threaten me, isn't it? So now, there we are, you push it. There we are. Push it. Doom, do, do, do. Doom, do, 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 do. Ooh, baby, baby. Baby, baby. Who's the one who said, what is that? The World Health Organization, that cartoon cock. You know, that little pinhead prick. Yeah. Watch my video and weep. Right? Where he said, with cattle, we're going to chip you, we're going to do everything. You see, you little fuck. There we are. We got your card, Mark, isn't it? You. Right. There we are. There we are. We got your card marked. Right. Watch the flicks. There we are. And watch it fucking good. Because you know what? I don't give a fucking shit, man. I started out being rather polite, but now difference is I don't wear fucking shades, because shades damage your fucking ass out, man, isn't it? So that you cannot see clearly now. You take your shades off and you're seeing fucking tree of everything. Old-fashioned tree Irish. Right? So to you, you little fucks, trying to fucking fuck up our world, because you feel that you fucking own the world, you own fuck all. What we do is there we are, us on the land, not your fucking damn selves. And who's that other one? Black Rock, that fucking Larry fucking, what's his name? Fink? Is his name Fink? Fink, kink, what? Is he a little bit kinky if you look at him? You know what I mean? Maybe stick him in. He's another Netanyahu, who is Polish, isn't it? So he's another Netanyahu who maybe likes to be in like a little bonnet, dressed in a fucking frock and having a finger up his fucking ass. Fuck off nicely, you little fucking cunt. In fact, you cannot even call you that, isn't it? And where you want to put out the next wave. And I heard it with my own ears. I seen it with my own eyes. You want to take out another 40% in the world. Fuck off nicely. Guess what's going to happen? And I don't have to do a fucking damn thing. You see, the hatred that you bring in the world, right, is what you're going to bring on your damn self. And as for that church where I was born, opposite, and they knock it down, and then they preach to everybody in the world, hallelujah, hallelujah, praise the Lord. And everybody must be Catholic, Christian, Orthodox, Synagogue, Jehovah's Witness, and other fucking 396 fucking thousand fucking religions. Well, they didn't give a damn with that old church, and that's very old, in banging it down to bring in somebody else from another country who are fucking putrid fucking politicians and fucking born in the USA, right, have fucking caused all of this shit and then bring it into fucking our country. And I wanted everybody to fucking praise the Lord. Fuck right fucking off, you little bastards, man. Make me fucking damn sick. So if you're going to put 9 for completion, there we are. Make sure now, good and proper, there we are, that you do it right now then, isn't it? Little fucks, man. What you're afraid of is that there we are, billions of us. So all your little armies is going to end up like Romania, like 25 years of somebody reigning, isn't it? Reigning over the country, couldn't give a shit about the country and eating yamming off food and eating in luxury now, isn't it? Telling the end to get shot in the fucking head. Bang, bang. Remember the song? Bang, bang. You only need to go onto YouTube, Martish Babies. I've already mentioned it months and months and months ago. You know what I mean? They want to flipping fuck with us and treat us like we're a piece of fucking shit. And they treat us, like cattle. Well, I stumbled then. There's a reason why. And they're fucking blatant with it, man. World Economic Forum and the WHO, World Health Organization, they're fucking blatant in your buttress until you fucking see, man. I'm not talking about you, my beautiful little babies. I'm sorry for swearing to yourself, right? Until everyone fucking sees, man. Then let me tell you, wake up. There we are. Smell the damn fucking coffee, isn't it? And I even seen, just to end my video, I told my dear little friend Kaz today, and she went, no. I said, yes. Right? I watched on a YouTube video, whether this is correct or whether it isn't, I'm not too sure. I will advertise it probably tomorrow. Okay? You get 2 little lemons. I don't know if it's in Uganda. I'm not sure what the country is, to be fair, where it's come from, okay? Because I do not know. 2 little lemons. So they slip a bit off the top, slip a bit off the bottom, you know, like where you've got a bit, you know, to grow something. And then stick a few, what do they call that? Doesn't mean stick a few toothpicks in so they can balance it on the plastic cups, smartish babies. And what did whoever it was who was doing it, because we couldn't see the birth trace, bless them, pouring in Coca-Cola. Well, it's all in the name, Coca-Cola, right? Poured it in. Then they used the little sticks with the lemons, you know, to balance them. Okay. You're not going to believe this, smartish babies, what they did. They used Colgate for your teeth. No joke, swear down. When I told my dear little friend Cash, she said, flip me. She's, you know, she said, are you being on? I said, yes, I am. Do you know what I mean? But when I watched this video, I thought, are you for real? I thought, are you for real now? You're effing real. Put a little dab at the top, a little dab at the bottom. Put them in a couple of, you know, just resting. And then put a plastic again. Put a plastic bag over. This is in a hot country, by the way, Marta's baby. It's probably, I don't know, somewhere like in Africa somewhere. Not being disrespectful. I'm just saying you can get the heat, isn't it? Because half the time we cannot get the heat. Otherwise we could grow, there we are, our own damn food and everything. And myself and my dear little friend Kaz were talking about it. Said, well, why can't we grow our own? And she was saying that to myself. Jesus, I was like, but I won't allow it because the F up the flipping weather, isn't it? Right? There we are. And then others come to our country. That brings in tourism. That brings ka-ching, ching, ching. You got to see how it all works. There we are, Maddish babies. How it rocks and rolls, okay? So if they want to F me up by doing that completion, come. Because guess what you're going to get? There we are. You're going to wish that, there we are, that you never fucking met me. There we are. You're going to wish you never, right? Because I'll make sure that I do it as my mission to fuck whoever it is up. There we are. And that's how I operate. Now then, but if I love you, there we are. I love you to my heart. But if I fucking hate you, and I don't give a fuck what one says about the Bible, oh, you must never hate. No, if I fucking hate someone, there we are. I fucking despise them. Job done. There we are. I don't fucking ramp. I don't like you. Job done. And I'm just done saying it. So anyway, let's just get back to this. Was it 10 days later? Little stems, little leaves started growing out of these lemons, Mardish babies, from Coca-Cola. It could be wrong or it could be right. But we must remember that cocaine was actually natural. And I watched, there we are, a documentary on it many years ago. I've never took anything like that. You know what I mean, Mardish babe? I feel sorry for anybody who takes that. Anyway, the point of the matter is that it came from something natural. Then it has other ingredients added to it. So what have I just said to you, Mardish babies? Okay? If this dear, whoever it is, because you cannot tell if it's a man or a woman by the fingers. Anyway, maybe I'm being a bit sarcastic. What I'm saying to you is, and that's no disrespect to the grower, you know what I mean? The point what I'm saying is that if you can do that, what is going in, there we are, to our orange, lemons, lambs, there we are, and any other fruit. You know, just to get their kirk along. There we are. Do you see what I mean, Mardish babies? What about when one's, just a thought, with your old noddle. What about when ones are addicted to a certain fruit or to a certain, there we are, vegetable? What could be causing that, Mardish babies? Now, on that note, I'm going to go, because if I have to stay on any longer, I'm just going to get Marty pissed off. So if anybody feels that I'm, you know, just being a little bitch, fine. Me personally, I personally do not. And if anybody decides to leave me a comment, let me be done telling. Do you know what I mean? If it happens to be a bitchy one, there we are. Then I'm going to fuck you straight. There we are. Your ass back up, isn't it? Okay? Because I won't put up with that shit on my channel. You see what I mean? When I'm, there we are, done telling the truth. But to anybody who I ever advertise, to anybody who I like, not in that way, to anybody who I like, right? If anybody sees me as being a bad woman, carry on now then. What? Because I'm speaking the fucking damn truth. And others don't want to hear it. So, oh, you can't use your P's, you can't use your Q's, you can't swear, you can't say, no, fuck that. Fuck them nicely and fuckery to them all. And here's my beautiful little bee. I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you. Can you see her? This was from last year, my delicious babies, my beautiful little bee. My beautiful little baby. I've still kept her with me. I still keep her looking out the window. She doesn't smell. You know, not like mankind when they decay. I do not mean that nastily, my delicious babies. I was there after all the funeral around you. So I do not mean that in a nasty way, but look how little bees, I've said this months ago, they do not decay, they do not smell. But if you get birds, carcasses, mankind, they do. So ones need to, there we are, study the reason why. Why does this happen with theirs and why does it not happen with our beautiful little babies? And just before I go, my beautiful dear little friend many years ago now, this is many years ago, she will know who she is. She brought me 4 coasters. So maybe one's over in born in the USA. They need to see now what they have done. There we are, to innocent lives. To innocent who just wanted a little bit more ka-ching, ching, ching, pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change. Not to go into satanic, putrid and unspeakable acts. Okay. I'm going to leave it like that, my babies. And if anybody feels that I'm bonkers, crackers or crazy, well, guess what? Anyone can feel actually what, there we are, what the fucking hell they're like. Because right now, there we are, I couldn't give a figler's fucking fuck. As far as I'm concerned, no, I'm not posh. I don't ever want to be fucking, who'd want to be fucking posh? Because half of them are fucking bought little bitches and bastards now. And half of them have a pole up the fucking backside. And if they don't have that, they have a pole up the other part, isn't it? So don't come to me now with this shit, isn't it? I just, there we are, tell it the way it is. Okay? And if ones don't like it, well, you know what I've got to say? Not being nasty to anybody who watches me and respect me now, isn't it? I'm talking to those who do not know me now. Why don't you fuck off nicely, get on, there we are, get on your back and pedal fast because you know fuck all about life. And if you knew something about life, then you wouldn't even be watching my fucking channel and forming any form of a silly damn comment now, isn't it? Should one choose to. 'cause you don't know me from Adam. I'm really fucking on one, you know what I mean? And I don't give a figgler's fuck, and I don't care if fucking YouTube bangs me off for a fucking another week or gives me more fucking pause. Pause here, pause there. Fuck off with your fucking pauses, YouTube. What have you got behind your fucking little AI, your little fucking algorithms and your little robots behind the fucking screens? Fuck off nicely, because you're fucking weak as sin. You're weak as sin, man. There we are. Get it right, get it right. So I'm going to go to a new place, like I said. And there we are. It's getting closer. There we are. And closer. There we are. Right. And when I move, there we are. Even if YouTube bang me off, isn't it? Then there we are. I'll let you know where it is. I will find a way, there we are, to let you know. Okay? But when I get angry, this is how I talk now, isn't it? I was brought up with, there we are, multicultural. So I was not, one of these, prim and proper. Oh, yes, I go to a girls' school and I act so deliciously wonderful. And all I want to do is impress you. No. I talk, there we are, the way that I damn well talk. And if ones don't like it when I get vexed, then fuck them fucking off nicely as well, because they fucking deserve it. There we are too. We're fucked off with all of this shit. And when ones wake up, there we are, and understand, right, to what, there we are, is really going on, we have a common enemy, there we are, and we need to fucking conquer it. And I'm getting pissed off. As much as I love my beautiful little neighbours, I love my beautiful little... I'm getting pissed off. Because ones are just not fucking getting it. Including in my own fucking family, man, isn't it? That's what I'm done saying. So... please have a lovely time. I'm not even going to say goodbye. No, I'm not even going to say it. You know what? I don't even need to. Because as much as I'm so lovely, I just get pissed off with this shit. There we are. That goes on fucking on and on. Day after fucking day now. Isn't it? With nobody doing nothing, just sitting on their fucking arse now, isn't it? And then I hear from a beautiful dear little friend Kaz as well, that now they want to fuck up fucking Jamaica with white sands and all this. Can you see what I'm saying, Marty? So they go all around the fucking world, man. I'm not going to call it round because it's not fucking round. They've lied to us, the lying little bastards. Right? The fact of the matter is it's not round, so do forgive me. I'll take that back. Right? I believe it's flat. Anyway, ones will probably argue with me over this, but no, it has been, there we are, proven. I've got nothing across my shoulders, actually, so no, there will not, because it has been proven that you can see so much in a split of whatever it is. There we are. Right? So at the end of the day, we've been fucking lied to. No end. But a common enemy, forget about colour. I do not mean that nastily, Martish babes, right? We all have the same colour, blood running through our veins. We have a common, there we are, enemy. And this common, there we are, enemy, okay, needs to be, there we are, put correct now then. Because at the end of the day, if they really wanted to, there we are, they could join us, but they do not want to. They prefer to spy on us. They prefer to watch everything what's going on in our lives. Well, if you're looking at a big screen or whatever else you're doing, aren't you sick in the effing head, man? To watch, there we are, what other ones are doing in their own lives. There we are, you're sick in the effing head, man. You know what I mean? Like what? So you want to watch a married couple or a couple who's not married, just together, you know, I don't know, having a rumble in the jungle, swinging off the chandeliers, and you find that happy, and that's how you get your kicks, isn't it? Or you get your kicks watching a family having a wonderful meal and talking about things now, you know. No, I don't think that you really get that, do you? No, you're more into the bondage. There we are. You know what I mean, Marzish Boats, okay? I could go a lot more raw now. There we are. I could do, but I'm not even going to go there. So don't threaten me with what's going on in the sky, like to try and threaten me, isn't it? Don't go there, because guess what's going to happen? You see, I'm not like little Simeon, bless his beautiful dear little soul, in the 60s, where he got onto a plane unknowingly, thinking that he was going to heal another, when they chop him up into pieces and stick him in barrels around the world. I'm not gullible like that. And no matter who you get on a dog and burn to call me now, yes, I am going to say it, okay? I ain't no damn fool. Look for your own trace, isn't it? They will know what I'm talking about. So you just please take care of yourselves now, my babies, okay? Because at the end of the day, I ain't scared of no man. I was brought up with a damn man. I ain't scared of no man. And his next army man. Okay. So whatever these want to do, or whoever else it is who's doing it, to try and put the creepers. What's that film? Jeepers Creepers. Look back to the year of that song, Mardish Babies. Oh, that song. Sorry, that film. Mind you, there's a few songs in. There we are. There's a few songs in there, isn't there, Mardish Babies? Go back to those years. So I've got nothing more to say. See if anybody thinks that I'm bonkers, crackers, and crazy. Well, guess what? Take a look who's running the effing world now then. There we are. And then you got your fucking answer, isn't it? Because I don't mind poisoning the fucking world, including all of the fucking politicians, every single one of them in the fucking world. And yet those silly little fuckers and the WEF and the WHO, there we are, still fucking work for them. Fucking plebs, man. Fucking idiots, man. Fucking damn fools. Nobody likes that word fool, but they're fucking damn fools. They should drop their tools and say, no, I'm not putting up with this shit. If these in the world can do that to them and they're still working for them, they're fucking pieces of fucking pig shit, man. And I love little pigs, but little piggies have got more fucking in their little fucking toe than what these silly little fuckers have got. Just goes to show the fucking weakness of what's going on in the world, isn't it? You don't trust none of them. Never. So much love. Take care. Good night wherever you are in the world. How I love you all so. If ones don't like my video, do yourself a favour. Fuck off nicely. There we are. And skip my channel. No disrespect. Isn't it?